Now where do we go from here? Tell me, where do we go from here? Show me, all I need is directions, 'cause I'm feeling the pressure. Where do we go from here?
What's good, Fizz fam? Welcome back to Family Fizz. So in 2 weeks time, little baby Koa, he's gonna be born. I'm 38 weeks pregnant at the moment. I'm feeling super heavily pregnant. So loads of you have been asking for this. As you probably already know, I'm gonna be having a home birth. I had one with Karma and it was so beautiful. It was the most amazing birth experience I've ever had. If you wanna watch that video, guys, check it out, please. Got to watch it. Little Kami was born, weren't you? Not long ago, really. Yeah, so do you guys wanna come and see what we call it the birthing cave. This is what Darren called it the other day. He said we're gonna literally roll, once the midwives are here, we're gonna roll the stone over on the doorway and then we're gonna be in there giving birth. Very
yeah, it's gonna be all safe.
Right, so this is a super cozy space to give birth in. Come in. So we're on the top floor of the house, which is just perfect because there's no roofs next door. Me and Darren can be in here for most of the night. Then if the girls like wake up and they want to come in, they can come into the room. So you came and watched Karma be born last night, didn't you, Sienna? What's really important about having home birth is that, well, even in a hospital birth as well, that's like even more important, is that the space that you're giving birth in is like really cozy, dim lights, so it promotes lots of oxytocin, which helps the cervix dilate even more and helps the baby come out more easily, helps you feel relaxed and you feel safe. What we're aiming to do on the time when I give birth in this room is having lots of like dim lights on. So I bought this Himalayan rock salt lamp, which gives a really nice like warm, like kind of cozy glow into the room. And then there's also lots of benefits to having Himalayan rock salt lamps. It emits lots of ions into the room. I think they're like negative ions, aren't they, Darren? I can't completely remember.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Like this salt is really good for you, like purifies the air. And I just think it looks really, really beautiful. So I might as well carry on with the theme of like crystals and rocks, because over here I have a moonstone, and I bought this because it's apparently really good for you when you're in labour. It helps like ease pain. It's really good for your menstrual cycle when you have like period cramps as well. So Mia has been reading loads of books about crystals and stones and gems, and she said that I should wash this and then I need to meditate with it and give it some good intention. So I should think about how I want to have a nice, really like calming birth. And then I can hold this when I'm in labour or look at it. So I haven't done that yet, but I'm definitely going to do that very soon because he could come any day now. And then also these. What are these, Fizz fam? I'm actually going to let you explain what these are, Darren. Darren actually got these for the birthing space, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I did. So there's different bits. Where are the other ones? There's one over there. There's one I literally just bought the whole kit off Amazon. There's one around my neck. So welcome to Darren's Shungite segment. Today I'm going to tell you a quick little bit about this interesting rock which comes from Russia. It smells a bit like charcoal, and so from what I read, because we are staying in a house which has got about like 35 Wi-Fi routers in right now, which I thought was probably not that good for a baby to be born into, so we were looking into things which absorb like the electromagnetic frequencies, like the bad EMF and the radiation, and I found this Shungite stuff which I've gone mental with and put everywhere because it absorbs it all. Really clever, and the shinier it is, the more carbon it's got in it apparently. So this is elite Shungite, and then when it's shaped it's like more regular Shungite. So there's even some over there as well, which one of those is Shungite, one of them.
You're going to have to do a lot of crystal cleansing after Karma's played with them.
That's the end of my Shungite segment because Karma is going to smash it on that glass otherwise. So there you go. Cheers.
And then also I have an aromatherapy candle. I'm not sure if I'm going to light this on the night, or I'm saying the night, it could be in the day, but I think he's going to be born in the night like Karma was, because I'm going to be having some gas in there which I'll talk to you about later. But this is like a lovely, like this says scent to de-stress. It smells lovely, doesn't it? So there's really calming, all natural essential oils in there as well, and that will also give a nice glow if it's burning. And then also here I have a little basket or a little tub here full of some home birth room essentials. So I've got here a shower curtain, and these are really, really good because it's like a big sheet of waterproof plastic which I can lay out on the carpet or on the bed wherever I'm planning on giving birth. I'm actually intending to give birth over in this space on the floor over here, which I'll show you in a moment. So I've got the shower curtain here to lay out on the floor, and then I'm going to put like the throw, which is on the end of the bed, on top of it, so there's some softness and it's not super slippery. And then also I have some washable bed pads, so these are really good. This could be laid anywhere where perhaps I'm going to be bleeding a little bit or losing some fluids, because when you give birth it's not as messy and gory as people make out. However, you do experience bleeding and like your waters can break and stuff, so these are just going to be handy little measures just in case. But I'm planning on mostly putting these on the bed after he's born just to sit on. We have also got like waterproof mattress protector and everything on the bed as well, but these are like just double like protection just in case. And I love the fact that you can wash these in the washing machine and they're reusable, and then afterwards these can be like put in like a recycling bank where they recycle textiles and turn them into other things, so it's good for the environment. And then also I have some biodegradable sanitary towels here, because after you give birth you can experience lots of heavy bleeding. So this like little basket caddy thing here is just full of all like little bits of essentials. I didn't know where to store it all, so it's just handy to have it all here. Then I have a little section here which is full of snacks. So I've got lots of dates, because these are meant to be really good with helping your cervix dilate and strengthening your womb.
Second. Where's those two gone?
I have actually been eating them. I'm trying to have a couple a day because that's what some people recommend anyway. So like I'm trying to like help I think it helps strengthen your womb up and like reduce like postpartum bleeding and things like that.
It's for when you give birth, but it's actually your secret stash.
Yeah, this is my secret like in the night stash. And then I have a bar of dark chocolate here. This is for me to have a couple of squares of like before I push him out, because last time the midwife said that I should have something to eat. I really didn't feel like it, but Darren put in like a square of chocolate into my mouth. I think I ate half of it, swallowed it, and it gave me loads of energy actually. So it's really important to have some high energy snacks. And it's also got some pink Himalayan salt in there as well, which is like good for your electrolytes, because salt is good for you. It smells amazing. And then I've got these dairy-free chocolate-covered raisins. And then in here I have like my aromatherapy section. So I've got some bath salts. So if I'm in the beginning stages of labour and then I feel like taking a bath, I can have this because it's going to be very relaxing. It's got lavender in there. And then also salts are really good at relaxing your muscles, because what's really important when you're giving birth is that you relax your muscles as much as possible, not try and stay really tight and rigid, because then you're like slowing the process down. So I've got this just in case I'd like to have a bath. My last labour home birth progressed really quickly. In total it was 6 hours from the moment I woke up feeling the contractions till she was born. So there wasn't really any time to have a bath. I was progressing really well. However, when I was in labour with Mia and Sienna, which were hospital births, they took a very long time and they're very slow and painful, and progress just seemed to go on forever. Because I'm having a home birth, I'm probably not going to have like loads of time spare like where I'm waiting around. I think it's just going to go really quickly just because I'm in the right environment. I will talk to you about that in a moment. Some reasons why I'm going for a home birth. I've got some aromatherapy oils here. This is an aromatherapy spray which I spray all around the room. This is like really relaxing and just like really good for you to get in the right mindset. And then I've got some clary sage here as well, which is meant to be nature's gas and air. So perhaps I can like sprinkle some of this on like a towel, a tissue, and breathe it in. It's meant to be really good. Helps like you get contractions in your cervix to open up. I actually had this for Karma's, or I bought some for Karma's birth, never ended up using it, but I just thought, you know, it's always good just to be prepared, because in the moment you never know what's going to happen. So that's what I've got in there so far. I probably might add some more things. Downstairs in the kitchen I've got a big bottle of coconut water, which I'm going to put in here as well, because coconut water is really hydrating, really good, like, because coconut water is good for when you're like working out, and when you're giving birth it's like the most intense workout ever. So I feel like having coconut water is going to be a good idea, don't you, Sienna? And then I'll put that back. I have a towel here just in case I need to lay on a towel, you know, for whatever reason. You're going to need some towels when you're giving birth.
Everything you've got has got stars on it, all like grey.
Grey, I do really love grey at the moment. I really do. I'm going to pop some more towels there as well. And then I have a bucket here for... Every time I've given birth, I've always been sick. So I'm going to have this just in case I want to be sick. And there are actually some benefits to vomiting. Sorry for some of you are going to find this gross, but this is just natural, a natural process. When you vomit during labour, it can actually help your cervix dilate even more and helps push the baby down. So it's not actually a sign that something's going wrong. It can be really good. And I can remember just before I pushed Karma out, I was sick, and then it like really made things progress really quickly.
Wow, Mum, you sound like some sort of midwife.
So I've got this here just in case because I don't want to soil the room. We've got a phone charger here because it's going to be really important because Darren might have to make some phone calls. You never know. So just having a phone charger plugged in, you can quickly put it there. You haven't even got to like plug it in. That's going to be really, really handy. And then I've got some of my books here. These are not because I'm going to be reading when I'm giving birth. These are just some nice like positive books. Yeah, so I've got Stillness is the Key, which is like a book all about mindset, which I've been reading. It's really, really good. Then I've got my birthing Bible, Spiritual Midwifery by Ina May Gaskin. This is really, really good. She's taught me so much about giving birth naturally and like all the positives of home birth and just having a really positive birth experience. Read this, guys. It's amazing. And it will literally transform like the way you view childbirth, because before I had Karma, when I had Mia and Sienna, I thought it was like a really scary thing which I had no control over, and I thought like my body was defected and I was only destined to have really painful long labours, and something that I was really scared of. I had a phobia of giving birth. I read lots of books like this, and then I planned to have a home birth, and I had a really beautiful birth, and you got to be there as well. It was beautiful, wasn't it? It wasn't scary at all. It was just natural, beautiful, and just perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is really good. And then here's another book which I'm reading at the moment as well. It's called Give Birth Like a Feminist. Your body, your baby, your choices. So definitely recommend. If any of you guys are into feminism or you're having a baby, read this. Really eye-opening. Anyway, that's my book collection there. So it might be nice just to have a little look at them. You know, if I glance over and see those books, it'll just remind me of like what I've learned so far. We've got lots of camera equipment here as well because we would love to document and capture his birth. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm so glad that we managed to capture Karma's birth, because when you're in labour, it goes so fast and you're not really aware of what's going on because you get into the zone. So I really, really appreciated that I could like look back on that moment of when she was born, especially when she first came out and cried, and you know, her first cries, her first breath, like it's so beautiful, isn't it? I've watched the birthing video about 3 times, and each time it brings back all those emotions. It's beautiful, isn't it, Sienna? Yeah. So glad. So we've got all this camera equipment here just in case. I've actually hired a birth photographer this time just because I don't want anybody else in the family to have to think about the camera, because last time Mia picked the camera up, she decided to film it, because we always said that if we're all in the moment and it doesn't feel right, don't worry about recording it, because obviously being in the moment is more important. However, this time I would really like to capture it, so we've hired this lady to do it who specialises in home births, and I've met her and she's amazing. She's really good at what she does, so she's going to be there capturing it and taking photos, which I'm really, really grateful for. And then I think this is everything over here. Oh, I better call Mia because she's downstairs with Karma at the moment. Mia has made me something very special here. Yeah. And I think it's only fair if Mia explains what it is.
Sure thing. Okay. I wanted to make something symbolistic. Is that a word? Like
symbolic.
Symbolic. Yeah, symbolic. So I first started off by drawing a circle to remind her of basically what her body's got to do. You guys know what I mean.
When my cervix dilates.
Yeah. And then I was like, I want to make it pretty. So then I was like, I wanted to draw some sort of like flower, and I thought sunflowers are really pretty. So then I looked up a picture of a black and white sunflower, and this is obviously the sunflower. And then once I'd done that, I was like, I want to add something more to it. So then I came up with the idea of doing a koa tree. So unfortunately I didn't really have enough space to draw like a full-on koa tree, because normally koa trees are like super wide, whereas obviously I only had like the circle to work with. But I'm pretty impressed with what I managed to do. And then I added some stars, so it symbolises Koa Star. It's his name, so my artwork.
I'm hoping that when I look at this piece of artwork, it will help me visualise that I've got to open up and dilate to roughly about 10 centimetres, because I have actually read that it's really, really beneficial for women to have visual things to look at and to like visualise what's going to happen to their body. Karma is just spotted my chocolate.
Yeah, she's like, wow, chocolate.
Thank you, Mum.
You're welcome.
And the trees, and the koa trees, koa.
Yeah. So I'm going to look at this when I'm giving birth, and hopefully if I've got any like things that, oh my goodness.
She actually opened it.
Oh my goodness, okay.
It's an excuse for us to eat it later, so then you have to get a new chocolate after the bath.
And then I have made this little quote for Mum. I came up with that. I didn't like look online or anything.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to open it?
Of course. To Mum from Sienna. You've got a life in your hands, to be as strong as you can be. Love, Sienna. Oh.
I was gonna say you've got a life in your body, or you're like giving birth or something, but I thought I would say you've got a life in your hands. I thought that was nice.
Thank you so much, Sienna. So the girls have made me some beautiful things there. Sienna's motivational quote and Mia's beautiful picture there, which is going to help me when I'm giving birth. And then if you don't mind scooting over, in this drawer here I've got all of baby Kerry's clothes. I'm not going to go through all his clothes because this is a home birth room tour, but all of his things has already been washed and it's all prepared. Like he's got this lovely little cute bamboo towel, his swaddle, his nappies, his baby wipes, all of his clothes already in there for him when he arrives. Looking really good, isn't it, Sienna?
Yeah.
And then here I'll show you the bed. I just feel like, because obviously one of the benefits of having a home birth is that you can just be straight, you can just jump straight into your bed. You don't have to like leave the hospital, drive home, anything like that. You're in a place where you're really familiar, you feel safe, and like all the sense that it's just like, I'm not too keen on hospital, guys. I don't know if anybody loves a hospital, but I just find them places quite strange, and they're always like, you know, they're places where there's lots of people who aren't very well either. When you're giving birth, your body is like perfectly healthy, there's nothing wrong with you. So I've already mentioned it before, but we've got like a waterproof mattress protector on the bed, so having lots of like protection, like protective layers on your bed is really important to help protect the mattress. So we've got a lovely cozy bed to give birth on or to relax on afterwards. However, last time I did give birth to come on the bed, I really enjoyed it, but the mattress was a lot firmer. This mattress is super soft and squishy, and I feel like perhaps in labour I prefer more of like a sturdier surface. So I've been intended on using this beautiful space over here. So we've got a window seat here, which is nice. I'm not going to be hopping up on that and giving birth, but it's just nice that you've got that there as well. However, I really like all of this like floor space we've got here, so I'm thinking about laying the shower curtain down on the floor and then putting the fur on top of it. And I found this online, so I was looking at birthing balls. However, a birthing ball isn't really for when you're giving, well, you can lean on them when you're giving birth, but they roll around and they can feel quite unsturdy. So when I was looking, I found this on Amazon. It's called a Cub, and it's comfortable upright birth, so you can be seated on it like this, and then you've got a nice space there like that. You can do so many different things with it, and I thought this was way better than a ball which could just roll around and perhaps be a little bit annoying. So I've got this to lean on because I really appreciated that I had the headboard to lean on with Karma last time, but like I said, the bed feels too squishy. So this floor has got a lovely soft carpet on it, so it doesn't feel hard at all, but it's got some sturdiness to it which will make me feel like secure and safe. And then I'm planning on like using this and hopefully giving birth here. So it sounds so weird saying I'm going to be giving birth here. I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited.
Me too.
But it still feels surreal that it's happening, especially so close to Karma's birth. So I've got this lovely space here. The blinds can come down. We've got a bedside lamp here. There's another lamp over the other side for the nice dim lighting. So if we want to increase the lighting from the Himalayan rock salt lamp, we can do, because obviously, I don't know, like they might be nice to have it brighter at times or dimmer at times, especially if we want to capture it on camera. But the lady did say she's got a really good flash on her camera, which is not that bright. So if the room was really dark, she can still capture stuff. And then we've got Darren's crystals here, which I suppose I could like squeeze on when I'm giving birth. I never thought of that. We're getting really far out, guys, aren't we? And then we've got this lovely plant here, because plants that bring nature into the room. This one is really good for increasing oxygen at night and purifying the air. I think this is called a snake plant, or also known as a mother-in-law's tongue, which I think is really misogynistic, so I prefer to call it a snake plant. On the door, Darren's probably wondering how many like dressing gowns and nighties does one lady need? I've got all of these here just in case I need to get changed and just to make me feel really glamorous. I love like these kimonos, dressing gowns to wrap myself in when I go into labour. I may just get completely naked, who knows, but if I want to wear something, these are nice and light and comfortable, but which will make me feel super glamorous and afterwards as well, especially if we're going to take some photos. But while you're in labour, guys, you don't really care what you're wearing, but like beforehand, I'm like, this is like my ideal. We've got a chair over here, so if I'm giving birth over there, the midwife can sit here and just observe and keep an eye on me, because that's what happened last time. Basically, me and Darren just got into the zone, and for 5 hours it was basically just me and him in the corner of the room, and the midwife just kept coming over now and then and just kind of kept out of the way. And then for like the last hour when I was like pushing Karma and delivering her into the world, then the midwives got on the bed and were a bit more active. But for most of it she just like watched, which is one of the amazing things about home birth. You feel like you're kind of doing it on your own in your own home. You feel really empowered, but you do have that nice safety net of having some help there, don't you, Sienna?
Yeah.
And in our wardrobe I've got some other essentials. Some of the things is what the midwife brought round, so she's already left them here. So because I'm going with an independent midwife, instead of her bringing all the stuff with her on the night, it's already here, so she's all prepared. In here she's got like packs full of like stitches and needles and things, like just in case I need them. There's basically it's loads of medical things in there. So just because you're having a home birth, it doesn't mean you don't have any medical equipment there. You have all the essentials that you would have in the hospital. And one of the things about home birth is actually you have less interventions and less complications by being at home, so it's a positive. And then she said in here she's got lots of like protective things, lots of sheets, things in here which you can to be sick in or whatever. And then we have the pump for the cub just in case it gets deflated. And then also, guys, in here really made us laugh, because when it got delivered, Mia answered the door and then a man came to the door with it and he said, "I've got your gas." And Mia was like, "What?" This is the Ensuite, which is also known as gas and air. We use this in Britain during births in the hospital and at home. It's basically a mixture of oxygen and nitrous oxide. I don't actually know, but this is like a really good form of pain relief, because once you breathe it in, you breathe it out. It doesn't have any long lasting effects, but it can just help take that edge off the pain when you're giving birth. So I didn't actually use this with Karma until like the last couple of hours of her birth, and it really helped, and it actually helped me focus a lot. And like I said, there's not any side effects from it. It doesn't make the baby drowsy or affect the baby in any way. You just breathe in some gas and it takes the edge off. I don't know 100% the science behind it, but it's really popular in the UK. So the midwife has got the attachment bit for it as well, so when she comes here when I'm giving birth, she'll help attach it, and if I want to use this then I can. So that's why I've got it here just in case, because I did really appreciate it towards the end.
It kind of looks like a rocket.
I know, it's really funny though, because I've only ever seen these when I'm in labour and you don't really like remember what it looks like, and so now having it in the room is really weird. So, and then I've got my hospital bag in here as well, just in case I get transferred to the hospital. This is just something that you should have just in case, and I already made a video about that, which some of you guys probably already watched, but if you haven't, check that video out to know what I'd be packing in my hospital bag. And then over here we have little Coa's Moses basket. I'm thinking that we might actually take this out of the room and take it downstairs if the room feels a bit cramped. However, I've got it in here just for now because it's just a nice little reminder to know where he's going to be sleeping. It helps you visualise it a little bit more,
maybe it'll even like help you give birth, because like you can know that the little baby will be in there.
Yeah, so he's got this lovely little grey rocking Moses basket with a nice little blanket in it. And then there's a nice little lamp, which is really good for breastfeeding, because you don't want to turn all the bright lamps on when you want to breastfeed and wake everybody up. But this is really good so you can just see what you're doing. So I've got that there. And then I've got a light box there with his name on, Koa Star, just because that's going to be amazing to look at, especially when I'm finding it, you know, at the difficult part of labour where you're starting to feel like, you know, you're finding it really hard and you don't know if you've got any more strength in you to carry on. But looking at that, that will really help me, because I had the same thing when I gave birth to Karma. I had a little light box saying her name on it, and it really helped me. And then we've got an ensuite shower room here as well, which is just perfect, because if I want to go and have a shower during labour, because water can help like ease pain and relax you, like relax your muscles, I can have it. And then also post birth, this will be amazing. I haven't got to walk very far, I can just come in here, have a lovely shower, freshen up afterwards. There's some nice hot towels in the radiator here, because the midwife said to make sure that the baby's got a clean and warm towel, so we're going to pop one of them on there. There's a toilet, of course. It's really important to keep going to the toilet during labour, because if you have a full bladder, it can actually slow down your labour, which is really fascinating. Literally, like what Darren said, we can just roll the stone in front of the door and be in like our cave for the birth, can't we, Sienna? We can just go back to our primeval roots, can't we? Which is one thing which I loved about giving birth to Karma. I actually felt like I was going back to the past and like accessing like a primal part of my body, which was amazing. It was like so fascinating, guys. I really enjoyed it, so I would never ever like go back to a hospital, give birth if I had the choice to have a home birth, which is why we wanted to come here. It's just going to be so beautiful, and I'm really grateful that I get to have you there and Mia and little Karma as well if she wants to wake up and watch. I don't know how she's going to be. She's probably just going to be eating all the dates and chocolate, isn't she?
Yeah.
I hope you got to enjoy looking around our birth cave, guys. If you'd like to catch up on the rest of our family life, go over onto @FamilyFizz, our Instagram page. We share lots of stuff on there as well. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.